What's up, YouTube? I haven't done an insight video in a while, and I wasn't planning on doing one today, but I got in the middle of this project and I thought it'd be fun to just kind of get some footage of what's up. So actually I'll be doing another video soon, probably in the next week, on the car, because I've done a whole bunch of new stuff since the last one, and I know a few folks have been following along. And so I've done a whole bunch of stuff, had a few days off, and put some new seat covers on. I'm not going to do videos on any of these things, obviously, because there's plenty out there, but I did seat covers. I took the dash apart and replaced the two circuit boards for the odometer and brightness buttons, and the MPH and KMH buttons, because some of those weren't working. I was able to reset my maintenance required light. Yeah, didn't break anything. And I also actually just a few hours ago I took the EGR plate and valve off and cleaned it out real good. It was really gross. Again, either me or others have already done videos on that on other insights, so I'm not going to cover all that, but I will talk about all that in another video a little more and kind of show you what I've done. But anyway, this is something that I just thought I'd throw up and explain real quick. I think this stuff is called Cerium oxide. So the windshield glass for this car, when I got it, I noticed after a few weeks that there's just a lot of scratches, and contemplated a new windshield, which is a couple hundred to $250, and then I thought, well, before I do that or even think about spending that money, I started doing some research, and I found this product. It's glass polish, so I think it's called Cerium oxide. It's only $10 for 8 ounces, and there's videos on YouTube on this, so you can check them out. Maybe my video here, if anything else, will just be a kind of an incentive and an advertisement for this process. And in my next video, I will comment on how the results work, because obviously I don't know yet. But I used about half of it, and most of the places. Well, here, let me just show you what you do. You need felt pads. You need felt polishing pads. I got these on Amazon. Very inexpensive. This was also Amazon, inexpensive. And then you just need a random orbital buffer, and you mix it up to, they always say split pea soup consistency, so it's about what I did. Mine's dried out a little bit. And then you've got your buffer, and you want to clean the windshield first, just so that you don't sand in any additional grit that might be on there. And then you just start with the random orbital. And yeah, I put about an hour in. I watched 2 or 3 videos, both of the ones where they talked about time. They said to spend about 2 hours on the windshield, but I spent about 1. It's windy, my tape is getting compromised, it's really cold, and I'm kind of just tired of buffing this windshield, to be honest. But I put about an hour into it. I think it looks better. It was hazy and scratchy before. Time will tell. We'll see once I get it cleaned up and drive it and the sun hits it. But for now, I'm going to say it's definitely improved it. But this Cerium oxide it's a glass polish, so you get felt pads for your random orbital, and then you get Cerium oxide, which is glass polish. Cover things up and go for it. And so I'm gonna end this video here. I just wanted to do a plug for this. If you're watching this and you've got a windshield issue, like I did, you might consider this. I put about $20 in. Make sure you wear all the protective equipment you want. I put 2 masks on, gloves, and goggles, so you don't want to get this on you. Another thing I'll say too, this is just a little tip if this is something you don't know, you want to always wipe your windshield blades. I wipe mine probably once a week, just because the grit that gets up under them, for example on this car, from sitting in parking lots, dust and grit settle, and it lines this entire thing. A windshield guy told me this years ago, and I've always done it. And then it sits there, and then when you do this, it's just using that grit, and it's just scratching your windshield. So it's a good habit to get into, just to clean these, pretty regularly. Just take a cloth, just lift it, wipe under it, and it'll save your windshield. Anyway, I'm gonna get this cleaned up and then do a quick wash on the entire car, and I'll report in the next video if I had success. If I didn't, I'm just gonna put a new windshield on it probably, but I think that's gonna make a big difference. I also did the plugs today. Boom. So that's the Insight update. More videos on this car to come. And if you have questions, leave them. Next video, we'll have a review of the cerium oxide windshield polishing. Stay tuned.